process of how you go into the Rhine, what you do when you are cooling down in the Rhine, is exactly the same in meditation. Meditation is nothing but exactly the same process which you do when you go and take a swim in the Rhine. When you sit for meditation, first of all, why do you do that? Your intention, you're feeling that you're hot from all the stresses of your life and you want to cool down, or simply just enjoy the silence of the meditation. Then the next step, taking off your clothes. In meditation, this means that you intend to put everything that is belonging to your personality aside. When you sit for meditation, you put aside what your name is, where you come from, how you look like, what your titles are, your culture, your background, everything you put aside. You take the complete persona, complete personality of yourself, and for a few minutes, you put them in a bag. You don't need them during the meditation. Who you are, where you're from, what your roles are, what you already know about life, what is good, what is bad, everything you put aside into a bag. Third thing, the river. What is this river? This river is your inner silence. There is a silent river, an inner silence flowing in all of us. We only need to tap into it. We only need to take a dip into it. We only need to access it. It's always there, it has always been there, and it will always be there. Only you somehow forget the way to it. You forget that there is something like that within you, and the moment you find it, the moment you are tuned to it, you see that you get the same cooling effect that you would get when you are in the water, in the Rhine. The next thing, when you are going into the water, into this silence, in the Rhine swim, you hold on to the fish bag. What is this fish bag in meditation? In meditation, the fish bag is the object of your awareness. You hold on to an object of your awareness, and that awareness is that which keeps you afloat in the water. If you are unaware, you sink. You fall into sleep, you fall into your thought process, you fall into an unconscious process that happens in your mind, in your being. So the idea is to remain always afloat, always aware, and to hold on to the object of observation, to the object of awareness as your fish bag when you are in meditation. When you are floating in meditation, means when you are in awareness, when you are completely bringing your awareness to the object and effortlessly remaining silent, that is floating in the river of silence. You continue, you see that while you are becoming more and more effortless and not really trying to swim, you see there are things that come to your notice, just like the people at the side of the Rhine. You will see, while you are floating in meditation, you would have thoughts coming in. You will see images coming in. You will see your emotions coming in. You will have plans that would come out from the past or from the future. So many things would come out. And what do you have to do? Not get stuck with it. Just like while you're floating in the Rhine, you just continue floating, watch it, take a look at it, move on. Don't get involved. It's the same process. You don't, just like while you're floating in the Rhine, you don't try to control what the people on the side are trying to do. You just observe, or you don't even observe them, or you simply just float. Look at the sky, enjoy, relax, hold on to the fish bag. In meditation, if you have to observe something, if these objects are coming along the way, then you just observe them, don't get involved, don't get caught up, keep flowing in silence, keep flowing with this floating bag, with this object of your awareness. When you learn to do that, it becomes more and more effortless. You don't have to use your hands, you don't have to use your legs. You just remain afloat with the object of your awareness. Remain in silence, flowing as long as you want. And comes a point where you can even let go of this fish bag. I don't know if you have ever tried to float in a river without holding on to any object. In meditation, it's possible that you're not holding on to any object of awareness after a certain period of time, and you're simply aware. You're effortlessly in silence and aware. And you're floating in it as long as you like. When this establishes as a practice, the entire life becomes like that. In your entire life, you effortlessly float without holding on to something, without trying to struggle with things, and remain always established in silence, which is flowing, which is not stagnant, which is not dullness, which is not static. It's movement. It's flowing. It flows along with the flow of life, with the natural flow of life. All you need to do is put your hands up, let go, and just float with awareness. We will use this analogy in our meditation session today, where the object of our awareness is breath. This is a very simple technique that has been used for thousands of years in all different kinds of traditions, all different kinds of practices, where you simply remain aware of your breath. We will take the same steps you do to when you go in the Rhine. First of all, you decide that you want to sit down here, that you are here for the next 30 minutes, 35 minutes, you're going to meditate. You're going to not think about this or that, you're here for meditation. Then you will take your personality, your mental clothes off, put them aside for a while. You're not concerned with who you are, where you're from, what you do, what your descriptions are. Put them aside for a while. And just create an intention in you that you're going to sit down in silence, you're going to effortlessly float in silence, which is already in your system, it's already there inside of you. All you need to do is tap into it. And then you know what to do. Just float with the breath as the object of your awareness. Remain aware of your breath throughout the meditation until I ask you to even leave that. Any questions before we start how we do that? Are you ready? All right. Then we close.